So I'm finally, after several years of being here and 7 years of running my business from my home, I am moving out of my beloved attic studio into a new studio at the top of a mill in town. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff. I have knickknacks and books and paper and furniture and lots of kind of half broken things, dead flowers, pens, paints, plants, all sorts, which I need to pack up and get to the studio. I think what's kind of tricky about it is that a lot of it is very, very delicate and old, so the stakes are high every single time I pack anything. But yeah, I'm excited about it because, like I said, when we moved in here 8 years ago, I very soon after started my business, and it started off at the kitchen table while I was holding our youngest, Elwyn. And then as it kind of grew through that, I moved into our bedroom downstairs. We moved our bedroom up into here, where you're seeing now, onto the mezzanine. And John and I both ran our businesses from the bedroom downstairs. Eventually, John closed his cable business because of Brexit and some other factors. So we moved up onto the mezzanine, and the boys are now in the bedroom downstairs, and we're up here. And it's kind of our shared space, but it very much became mine. And it's been perfect for me because the light is so, so beautiful, and I'm just slightly removed from everything. Doesn't stop me from making endless brews though. So when this studio came up, it just felt like a perfect opportunity to get a bit more space back for us. John's going to take this space on and kind of make it his creative space. Hopefully it'll help him with his freelance work, just kind of focus and feel a bit more organised. And for me, it's a chance to not be near the laundry, not be near the dishes, and have a bit more kind of focus, I suppose. And there's always a sense, I think, when you're out of your home space of like, right, okay, I've got these things that need to get done. I'm going to do them. They're on my list. So I'm hoping it's going to help me be a little bit more productive. But for now, yeah, it's just the packing that just feels slightly overwhelming, putting it all together at this end, including things like the desk, the almighty desk, which needs to be completely taken apart, disassembled, taken out, and then put back together. And then also this piece out the back, which is an old scaff table that John made with old planks. I've got ideas for it. So we managed to get most things into the van on the first trip. But you can see, I mean, it's just the worst packed van ever. I don't know how to assemble twiddly branches and fluffy things and old parasols without just stuffing it in. So, I'm kind of taking a risk and hoping. We managed to borrow Ciara's van. Ciara's who I'm sharing this studio with, and it's so lovely at the moment that we just had a bit of a ride around before we got to the studio. Java's room. So on the right hand side, that's my bit, and then on the left hand side, that's Ciara's bit. So the ceilings are really nice and high. The light's really lovely. They offered to put a wall up in the middle actually, but we've decided to just keep it open because that way we've got double the light from both sides. And we've got a main wall each. I've got the door on my side. Ciara's got a bit more wall space on hers, but I quite like the coziness of that end. So there's the desk, as you can see, that needs putting back together again. All of my books in tote bags. The main reason we had to get those up on the shelves was just so that we'd have more shopping bags to actually use. Those are scaff shelves that John made as well. He can make anything out of scaffs, that man. And thankfully, he has put this desk together so many times over the years that he now remembers the weird, idiosyncratic ways in which it goes back together again. Then this bit, I'm supposed to have a radiator there, but there was one, it was missing, so we just decided to knock this bit out so we could actually move the desk up against the window, so that again it's in the light. I really love it. I love just spending a bit of time here and just seeing how the light changes gradually. Oh, and this stool, this footstool, this was my grandmother's, and the top had fallen off, so For some reason, by moving here, we finally got around to actually fixing it. I say we, as you can see, it's John. He does most of the DIY. I do all of the filming. And yeah, we just kind of like started to pull stuff out and get a bit of a sense of the space. And it's been so lovely pulling the things in, things that I've just had in different rooms around the house that didn't quite fit there, but I wanted to keep them. I knew that at some point they would have a purpose. And I think the purpose was living in this studio, because as they all come together, it's been really lovely. The main thing we needed was shelves, but Elwin hijacked us because he decided that he wanted a table making out of the bits of wood that we'd knocked out to go with his ribbon sculpture, that, you know, he very diligently worked at. Anyway, back to the shelves, managed to get some more scaffs up on the walls, which is just so, so great. I find shelves so exciting. Oh, and back to the table again, which John finally made. And then by the time we'd made it, Ellen was so completely disinterested. But he's got his own studio table, and I have my shelves. This is where all of the old vintage books, which I tend to use as reference or inspiration, are going to go. John had a lovely time filming this sweet old parasol of mine, which is completely disintegrated and then disappeared in the sunlight. So yeah, we're kind of getting there. We're getting there. My shelves are up, the books are gradually going up. I'll be putting the knickknacks up soon. I'm going to put more pictures on the walls. I'm planning on making it into a kind of a mood board alongside some of my own work. The floors really need rugs, but I'll get round to it. But on the whole, I am so, so happy. So happy and so excited just to have this space. And I feel incredibly, incredibly lucky.